This is exactly how I break down a pressured public pond. I've been doing it for 35 years, and this is all about a system. Part 2, getting it done. If you haven't checked out part 1, go check it out. Let's just get right into it. Working a pond. It's all about a system. And the first thing I want to talk about is casting. You just don't want to pick a spot and just start randomly casting. It's a progression of casts, as I always say. You want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done. I'm done with that area. Or if you want to go right to left, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bass will not hit your lure on the second pass 90% of the times. I'm not casting to the same spot over and over and over again, and I'm not cutting and tying and overworking that area. I said in the last video, if I want to change lures, I'm going to go to the next spot. I'm going to change. I'm going to fish that next spot with that lure, and I could always come back. I'm working a pond. Again, every pond for me, I try to pick out spots. I'm going to fish here. I might 4 or 5 spots here in one pond. It might be 3, 4 in another. But I'm picking my spots I want to fish in a pond, and I'm going through my progressions of casts. I'm working a pond. Do not stay in the same spot. Please, son, do not stay in the same spot. Progressions of casts, work that area, pick up your bag, and go. You will not catch bass in pressured public ponds by staying in the same area, cutting and tying, and keep on casting. That's not how it works. Fish with purpose. Fish key areas. I talk about this all the time. Shaded areas, laydowns, deep, right? Some type of structure. You have vegetation, lily pads, cattails. Every cast has a purpose. Every area you be fishing should have a purpose. Hit key areas during feeding time. Every cast matters, son. That's how you catch biggins. Yes, sir. Less is more. Talked about it a little bit in the last video. Fewer lures, better decision making. I'm going to repeat that because I see it so often that people come in with tackle box with 40, 50 different lures. Few is more. It makes better decisions. When you only have 3 or 4 lures that you're master of, your decision-making process is a heck of a lot better, and your success will be a lot higher. Biggins, son, yes, sir. Go with your confidence baits first. If you have that 2 or 3 confidence baits, fish an area with those progressions. 1 spot, 2 spot, 3 spot. Those aren't working. Then you can go back and circle back. Again, a rule of thumb, 10 to 15 minutes. I try to wait 20 to 30 minutes before I go rework an area. Then you can go back to that and try some of those non-confidence lures that you want to try in that area. But always start with your confidence lures, work your areas, work the pond, and you become more successful. Have a system. It's all about a system. I've been talking about it for years. My system, when I go into casting, my progressions is left to right. Some people might go right to left. I just don't willy-dilly and go casting all over the place. Start off with confidence baits, confidence lures. Read the pond before you cast. Is the water murky? Is the water clear? Adjust before you even tie on a lure. Hey, I have a chatterbait tied on. Huh? I'm looking at the water. It's murky or it's clear. I might have to try something else. Go with your confidence baits first. Work angles. I just did a video where I caught like 2 big bass. I worked an area this way. I go back over and I casted it. Boom. Boom. Biggins all day long, son. Angles. So I go back to my progressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go through. I walk down that bank. Now I'm going to cast 1, 2. I worked that area. On the edges of that area I just worked, but I work on a different angle. It's a system. I go through my progressions. I cast and I go down. I'm working the pond. I'm working angles. Angles are so important. Adjust based on response. If you start getting a lot of hits close, you adjust. I probably won't start fishing deep. I'm going to stick to that shallow. Where I notice that they're really tight to structure. What is that structure? Maybe it's cattails. All right, I'm going to adjust how I fish that rest of the pond. I'm just not going to go, now I'm fishing deep. I'm going to key in on that. They're pushed up to the bank. Okay. I don't need to go deep. I adjust. I'm always adjusting. You hear it all the time. Finding a pattern. Once you find a pattern, you take that pattern all the way across that pond. gets it done. That's how you catch Biggins, son. When you're fishing these pressured public ponds, one of the keys to it is really feeding times. You can ask any AI about feeding times, major and minor feeding times in your area, and they'll give it to you. They'll give you a whole today, tomorrow, a whole week, a whole month, a whole year. And really, when you're fishing these high-pressure public ponds, the feeding window is small. Non-pressured ponds, the feeding window is a little bit longer. When you're fishing these pressured public ponds, and you might have a 3-hour major feeding window, doesn't mean those bass are going to be feeding in that 3 hours. It's a lot more narrow. They're pressured. They're finicky. They're going to eat in a smaller windows. You have to fish your spots, your best spots on that pond for that day, based on reading a pond, based on the conditions, based on the time of the year. And you want to hit those spots. One thing I really want to stress a lot. Bass do not feed all day. You can catch bass on reactionary bites because of the nature of a bass. But bass do not feed all day long. There's windows of where and when they feed. You have to key in on that. If I'm fishing a non-feeding time, I'm working more on a reactionary bite. I'm banging my lure up against things. If I have a boat dock, lily pads, cattails, logs, laydowns off the bottom, I'm trying to get them to react to my lure. Feeding time is a little bit different. I'm working areas that I know that I have the max potential to catch bass. It's smaller. I'm going to repeat it one last time. Bass do not feed all day. Plan your trip around feeding times. I know this may sound silly, but I can tell you, even in the summertime, it'll be 90 degrees, humid as all crap, sweating as much as I could sweat. But if there's a feeding time and it's the middle of the day, I'm fishing it. I'm fishing it. It helps me because of two things. There's not too many people that are going to go in the middle of the day and fish. But it's a feeding time. It gives me my best opportunity to catch bass. Plan your week, plan your day, plan the next week, plan your fishing trips around feeding times. It makes a difference, I am telling you. Full moon, you get it twice a month, full moon, overhead, underhead. You got about 3 to 4 days. Those are prime fishing time. Biggins after Biggins all day long, son. That's prime. That's prime. That's prime biggin time, bro. So plan your fishing trips around it. Again, if it's in the middle of the summer or if it's raining, it gives you a better opportunity. There's no guarantee you're going to catch bass because you're fishing feeding time. It just gives your odds go extremely high. I can tell you 80 to probably 90% of the big bass that I've ever caught in the last 35 years of fishing these pressured public ponds have all been in feeding time. Very few, very, very, very few of the big bass that I catch are non-feeding time. Maybe 1 or 2 a year. Maybe. They're always in feeding times. Adjust your day, adjust your schedule if you can. Fish feeding times makes the world of difference. You combine this system with part one of the mindset, and I guarantee you, you'll be catching Biggins after Biggins all day long, son. I guarantee you. Follow these tips, and you'll be more successful. I'm telling you, patience, feeding times, slow it down, become a master of a few, and really just take your time, understand the pond. Each pond's different. Adjust accordingly, and you'll be more successful catching Biggins, son. Yes, sir. Special shout out to my man, Captain Caveman. Appreciate all the support, my man. Really do. Thanks for becoming a member. Getting it done all day long, son. Biggins after Biggins. Also, a special shout out to Roger Decker. My man, always getting it done. Appreciate the support. Thank you. And William Martin, appreciate all the support. Appreciate you being a member. Always getting it done. Biggins after Biggins. Appreciate it, my man. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Go check out the merch store. All the links are down below. Go check out the memberships. I greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And I'll catch you next time on Getting It Done Fishing.